This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here at Colorado New Style Dance Studio. Since 2013, they have been providing quality music, award-winning dance, and entertainment for our ever-growing fast city of Denver. I'm here with Catherine, who is one of the co-owners. Thanks so much for joining us, Catherine. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. I mean, quite honestly, since the age you could walk, you pretty much have been studying dance movement. I mean, being at the age of 3 at gymnastics, you went on by the age of 8, you were competing in that sport. Very soon down the line, basically, in I think it was '09, salsa kind of caught your attention. It was something you seemed to enjoy, a social dance, but very quickly you soon were competing there as well. You have competed in the World Latin Dance Cup in Miami. You've been training your body to move since you were probably very, very small. Tell me how this passion got started for you.
Well, so salsa has been a passion since 2009, like you said, and I got started because I actually went and lived down in Latin America for a little while, and a friend of mine told me that if I didn't know how to Latin dance and I was going to live down there, I was crazy. Really? So he took me out dancing. I got hooked when I went to Costa Rica and lived there. They made me dance every single day, and I loved it. I took classes in it, and then I also made all of my friends come out with me every single night. I know. I was obsessed. And when I came back, I couldn't stop.
You couldn't stop, and you haven't stopped, and you're out there on the floor teaching others the same thing. I mean, basically, the social dance salsa has been around since the 1800s. I mean, it originated back in the Caribbean. By the 1940s, it hit the States here. People have been loving it the same way. Why do you think it continues to be a very popular dance?
Because it's social. So people go to do it to meet new people. And at the same time, they get to be creative with music. It's not like you go to a jazz dance or a Latin or a ballet dance and you're learning a choreography necessarily. It's social and it's improv. So you're getting to feel the music more and just act on what you feel. And then at the same time, people do performances and do extra things. They do competitions. But first and foremost, it's something where you get to go meet people and socially interact with others.
That is so cool. The word salsa itself for this type of dance, they're not really sure where it originated, but kind of like the food, I mean, it's hot, it's spicy. People, not only fun to dance, but also the people that are just watching it, kind of enjoyable for them as well.
It's definitely really fun. I have heard from many people that the reason they started to call it salsa was because they took a mix of a bunch of different Latin rhythms. So they took rhythms from Cuba, they took rhythms from Puerto Rico, they took jazz from New York, and they put it all together and called it salsa. Before, it was just mambo. And mambo was a little more jazz style, and it was a lot more relaxed. And then they started to mix in these other hotter rhythms, and that's when people started to call it salsa.
That is very cool. A nice explanation for folks out there as well. I mean, quite honestly, you never have to teach us to dance. I mean, really, the desire to dance is innate in us. You put music on for a little toddler and they start dancing. Yet, for those that want to increase that level of fun, classes are the way to go. Share with us what people are going to learn in beginner salsa.
Beginner salsa, we cover all of the basic steps and the basic lead and follow techniques. We like to differentiate ourselves because we do teach more technique than you would get if you just went to a club and had a really quick class, and we progress with all of our students. So they get basic forward and back, basic side steps, a little bit of footwork like Susie Q's and turns, and then they'll learn to dance with their partner. So they'll learn how to connect with a partner. Doesn't necessarily mean a romantic partner, but when you're on the dance floor, you want to connect with them so that you can both share the dance that you're having.
Excellent. I mean, I see a lot of footwork out there. I see a lot of really even weight shifting, a lot of weight shifting going on, teaching your body to kind of move independently. It takes a while to do that. Some of the things in the advanced beginner salsa, is that what you start to experience a little bit?
Yeah. So even at the beginning level, it's the weight transfer. That's the hardest thing for everyone. Really? It's shifting from one foot to the other. As you start to get into the more advanced, you're going to want to transfer your weight more, and you have to learn how to move your hips. And that's where weight transfer becomes even harder. So ladies have to move their hips, guys have to move their hips, and it's all about how you're stepping. It's all about where you're placing your body, how you're placing your body, and then isolating different movements.
I see some turn patterns that start to get pretty complicated. Really becoming one with your partner. Really, you're moving together. The faster pace, is that what takes place at the intermediate level classes?
Yes, absolutely, but not always. Because it's actually harder to move slow and make it look really big versus moving really fast and just getting your feet to the right place on the right count. Both of them have different techniques, but it's harder to go slower.
Excellent. I mean, like we said before, I mean, salsa is very fun to do, but it's also very fun to watch. I mean, salsa, the movements themselves, I mean, it's a sexy dance. I mean, it's sensual. Like you said, a lot of hip movement. Is this a form of art that you enjoy kind of to express yourself?
Yeah, definitely do. Salsa and bachata, I don't know if you've heard of bachata as well, but bachata, both, it's all about movement, and it's really fun to create, to improv to what the music is. And in bachata, the male or the lead has a little more control over what they're doing with you. And so they'll move your body, like they'll isolate your body for you, and it's fun to see how they creatively do that with the music.
That is so cool. I mean, as I look out on the dance floor there, I pretty much see all walks of life. I mean, dance does not discriminate. You've got walks of life that enjoy dance. Is it important to you to really provide a cultural awareness, almost international awareness, if you will?
I definitely think so. People need to know what they're dancing to. People need to know where the music comes from. Why are we moving our bodies the way we're moving? You know, dance has evolved so much that sometimes we just put in different things to the dancing, and they don't realize what they're doing. Why this move is called what it's called. Why salsa dances this way. Why bachata dances this way. Where does salsa come from? Where does bachata come from? You hear them all over the place in Latin America, but they have origins. And if you don't know your origins, then just dancing it and like fusing it into other things doesn't give you the background that you need to understand it.
And obviously with the background, you enjoy it more. I mean, it's like basically wine. The more you know about it, the more it's enjoyed. Those of us that are coming here to dance for fun, obviously it's a great thing to do. What about for folks who want to bring it up a level? They want to actually compete. Why it is important for students to find a dance group like this that basically has been there and done it like yourselves. I mean, you've got a co-founder that has a award-winning experience. He's danced all over Europe, taught by some of the best. Why does it important that they come to a place like this to really experience what it's like to get ready, prepared for competition?
Well, because we know what it's like. We've been there, we've done it, and we can guide people to their biggest potential. You know, we have people in all walks of life who want to get better, and we know what it takes for them to get there. We look at them and we treat them personally with what they need. We give them corrections. Not everyone likes to hear corrections at times, but we do give it to them. And if they're pushing themselves to that level, that's how we get them there. We push, we find what little things they need, if it's a straight leg, or if they need to learn to move their bodies more, or if their hips just aren't doing what we're asking them to, that's where we sit and work with them more.
Excellent. I mean, kind of exciting for you to go out there. You've hit Miami before. You went and competed. Is it just exciting for you when you take a student to go compete and watch them hit that level as well?
Yes, absolutely. We have a 10-year-old right now who just went last year to Miami as well, and she won 3rd place. This was her first year ever dancing. Salsa, anything. And she got 3rd place. So this year we're taking her again. It's really fun to watch them though. I'm sitting there on the edge of my seat like, is she going to get it? And when she does, I'm the one jumping up and down versus her.
That is so cool. Very exciting. Obviously, with your co-owner here, you guys have been coached with a lot of years of experience right there on the dance floor. Do you find yourself pushing these kids and kind of bringing out not only great dance moves in them, but also a confidence level?
Yeah, dancing teaches lifestyle. It teaches discipline. It teaches hard work, and it teaches how to get over frustration of things not working for you, how to work through it. So we create lifestyles as well, especially in the kids. Adults are a little different because they've already been ingrained in a way of life. So we have to teach them in a different format. But in the same sense, we're always teaching them how to get confident, how to use their bodies, how to express themselves, and how to let themselves go and let yourself mess up to learn.
You can truly be yourself when you're dancing, which is
Yes.
kind of cool. Let me ask you, speaking of lifestyle, I mean, a lot of folks come for dancing itself. It's a lot of fun. You can also compete, but really we're talking about promoting a healthy lifestyle. I mean, it takes a lot of conditioning to get out there on the floor. Is that something kind of a byproduct that you get healthy?
I think so, yes, I definitely do. Whenever we teach our classes, I always start with warm-ups, and I always emphasize that it's important to get your body going. It's important to make it work. When we have our team classes or our kids classes, we do even more. We teach, different exercises to get stronger. We teach stretching, and from there, the kids, they start to learn, if I'm going to eat too much candy, then I'm not going to be able to do all these tricks that I'm doing because I'm going to be bigger. So they start to eat better. They start to eat healthier. They drink more water because they see me drinking water all the time.
Not
So
only
they
that, but
learn.
you got a whole wall full of mirrors there. I mean, awareness of your body goes up, which I think is a pretty cool thing, especially when you're doing something positive. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you can take a look at the different classes they provide out there for you. We're talking about students, after-school programs, adults. Everyone can enjoy salsa. Like she said, basically at the root and the core of this dance is a social gathering, a place to get together, meet new people, and enjoy and express yourself. Take a look also at the co-owners' bios right there. We're talking about years and years of experience, basically an award-winning dancer that has danced across Europe. He is no stranger to first prize, taking the gold many times. He's really been taught by some of the world's top names out there in dance, and they have now started the studio right here in Denver, Colorado, which is kind of exciting for folks out there that want to enjoy the dance of salsa. Let me ask you, we're ingrained in a world of technology. We got kids that are running home, sitting on the TV, watching the video games. This has got to be a great after-school program for them that I think parents would be more excited to get them involved in.
Yeah, so what we do, we teach within the school district, actually. So we bring classes to them. We have capoeira as well, and we have Latin dancing, and sometimes we'll do theater and music. So it's really good for them. They don't have to sit at home, or they don't just have to sit in an after-school program coloring. They can do something active. They can do something building with their brains. And we try to bring it to a lot of the lower income schools. So we try to help them out and bring them something because they don't have a lot of after-school programs, and their parents are working a lot. So their parents need something to bring their kids to.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, what age are you able to actually start someone who wants to get into salsa?
I separate them, but I can start them as young as 4.5. Really? They are learning more body awareness than actual salsa. By the time they turn 6, then they can start learning a little bit more salsa or bachata or whatever Latin dance I'm teaching them. But at the age of 4, it's a little bit more like, here's your body, here's a shimmy, move your body and have fun with the music that you're dancing to.
That is cool. After all, it's about having a great time. That's what got you, like you say, obsessed with it. I mean, you went over there, found out this is something you have to do to be a part of this culture. Yeah. You did it. You brought it back over here. When you see a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, a young youth come in here and kind of get attracted to this dance, is it exciting and rewarding for you? And is this kind of your way of giving back?
Yeah, it's wonderful to see them grow and to see them love something that we love doing because we have so much passion, we have so much desire, and we see the potential in each kid. So when they start to recognize their full potential, that's when it gets better. That's when the work starts to pay off.
Excellent. Last time viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their website. Basically, this is a program that began in 2013, bringing world-class dance to Denver. We're talking about co-founded by a few folks that have done some dancing across Europe out there. You're going to see some dance and enjoy. I mean, you're going to enjoy a social dance that maybe is new for you. If you're not sure where it is, come on in. They'll set you up in a class, and you're going to soon realize that it's a lot of fun, but you can also take it to the competitive level if that is something that you desire. That is the Colorado New Style Dance Studio right here in Denver, Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.